What's going on, everybody? Today we're looking at Nintendo DS and we're going to look at the operation instructions for this system. There's not really a whole lot to know, but I want to go over a few things. So first up, let's go ahead and start a game here. We're going to start Mario Kart. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to that and start it up. Now, right off the bat, the first time you start a Nintendo 3DS game, for some reason, it likes to lock up. So we're going to be going ahead and quitting it manually. And this is a trick for you guys to use anytime anything in particular, or in general I should say, locks up on you. You don't have to reboot the system. You can simply bring up the task manager and end the task on whatever is frozen or not responsive. So we're going to go ahead and do that with this system. Okay, and also the first time you start up this system, you're going to get this prompt here. It's just the Windows firewall. So you want to go ahead and use your mouse to make both selections and click on Allow Access. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and try to quit it and let's see if it'll let us or if it's locked up. Okay, yeah, so I'm pressing the escape key, the exit key, and it's not doing anything. So you want to press Control-Shift-Escape on the keyboard, and you want to go up here to the Applications tab, and you can see Citra right there. That is the emulator. Select it, do end task, and it will quit out of it for you. All right, so now let's go ahead and start the game one more time. All right, so now if I press, by the way, that's normal. It does a flash, it goes into the game, then it flashes quickly back to the loading screen and goes back in. That's normal. So here's the game. We're in it again. And now if I press my exit key, it should go ahead and kick me out, which it did. So we're going to go in one last time, and we're just going to take a quick look at how the stylus works. And that's basically about all you need to know for the system. Then I'm going to show you guys how to configure this for those of you that don't have an Xbox controller or don't want to use an Xbox controller and you want to use like your tank stick or extension controller. I'm going to show you how to configure those. So there's that flash again. All right, so first thing to know is that to simulate the stylus, I've configured the right joystick to be the stylus, but you have to hold the back button to access that. So right now, if I hold down the back button on the Xbox controller and I move the right joystick, you're going to see that hand that appears right there. Now that is simulating the stylus, and then your left trigger is going to be the same as touching the stylus to the screen. So for example, over here, if this simulates the second window on the 3DS, this little window right here, and then the bigger window is your main window. So let's say you wanted to hit OK over here. I'm pretty sure I can just hit the A button on the controller, but if you wanted to do it with the stylus, or if there's anything else over here that doesn't respond and you normally would use a stylus, again, hold the back button and your right joystick will act as the stylus. So I'm going to go over here to OK, holding down back button, moving the right joystick, and then once I'm over the OK button, I'm going to click, or I should say press the left trigger, and you can see that went ahead and made the selection. Now again, if I press the A button, that also makes the selection. And remember that on the Xbox controller, the A button is really B because it has the Nintendo layout. So the A button on Nintendo is usually the one to the right. So I'm pressing that again, and then it'll go into the game and you can play it. So that is basically all there is to know about the system, guys. Everything else is pretty straightforward. You know, it's Nintendo 3DS. You play it like you would a normal Nintendo 3DS. And yeah, that's about it. You can change the layout of these two screens. If you want that one on the bottom to be bigger for some reason, you can open up the emulator directly and do that. But I don't think anybody's really going to want to do that. So real quick, let me just select a game here and start it up for a few seconds. And if you want to get that little hand cursor out of the way, just hold back and then drag it out of and drag it away from the playfield, from the game area like that, to the left or right or whatever. Wrong way. There we go. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and exit this game. And I'm going to go ahead and go back out to Hyperspin. And we're going to go to the toolkit. And we're going to go to exit to Windows. Now, what I'm going to show you guys now is just how to configure the Citra emulator in case you guys want to configure it for, an extension or a tank stick. So you want to go to the emulators folder on the left, look for Citra, which is right there, and go ahead and start up the nightly, go into the nightly folder, and then do citra.exe. Or is it Citra Qt? I don't remember now. Let me see. Yeah, it's Citra Qt. I'm sorry. There we go. And you would just go over here to emulation and configure, I believe. And there's controls right there. So right now the profile is Xbox 360, but you can configure anything you like in here. So for your A button, you would press it, and then you would press whatever button on your tank stick or extension you want to assign the A button to on the controller. Then you do B, X, Y, etc., left and right, and your C stick and everything else. And then you click OK, and now you can use your tank stick or your extension as the controller. I ship it out as Xbox 360 because it makes the most sense to me to play this system with a handheld controller. Alright guys, I believe that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.